Welcome to the Discourse Analyzer AI Toolkit, where articles come alive. You're hearing the audio version of our article. For the full text and an interactive experience, check out the link in the description below. Interact with any section using our AI assistant to enhance your understanding. Let's explore.
Future directions in cognitivism and discourse analysis. The future of cognitivism and discourse analysis promises a rich interplay between emerging technologies and interdisciplinary approaches, poised to deepen our understanding of how cognitive processes influence discourse. This article explores the impact of advancements in neuroimaging, artificial intelligence, and big data analytics on cognitive discourse studies, highlighting how these tools not only refine our insights into cognitive mechanisms but also pose new ethical challenges. Additionally, the integration of perspectives from psychology, sociology, and beyond offers a broader framework for examining discourse in various social and cultural contexts. By navigating these technological and interdisciplinary innovations, this article aims to delineate how modern cognitive discourse analysis can enhance our understanding of communication's role in shaping human thought and social interaction, while also addressing the crucial ethical considerations that accompany such research. 1. Advancements in technology and cognitive research methods. The future of cognitivism in discourse analysis is poised to be significantly influenced by advancements in technology and cognitive research methodologies. These developments promise to expand the scope, precision, and depth of analysis possible in studying the cognitive aspects of discourse. From neuroimaging technologies to computational models and big data analytics, the tools available for cognitive discourse studies are rapidly evolving. This evolution not only enhances our ability to investigate complex cognitive processes but also opens up new frontiers in understanding the interplay between cognition and discourse. Here, we explore several key areas where emerging technologies and methodologies may shape the future of cognitive discourse studies. 1. Neuroimaging and biometric technologies. Advances in neuroimaging technologies such as fMRI, functional magnetic resonance imaging, EEG, electroencephalography, and MEG, magnoencephalography, offer unprecedented insights into the neural underpinnings of discourse processing. These technologies can reveal how different types of discourse, e.g., narrative versus expository, engage specific neural networks, contributing to a deeper understanding of the cognitive mechanisms involved in comprehension, memory, and emotional response to discourse. Similarly, biometric measures, including eye tracking, heart rate variability, and galvanic skin response, can provide real-time data on the cognitive and affective responses to discourse. These measures offer a window into the engagement, attention, and emotional impact of discourse, complementing traditional cognitive and discourse analyses. 2. Computational models and machine learning. The application of computational models and machine learning algorithms represents a significant frontier in cognitive discourse analysis. Natural language processing, NLP, and machine learning can automate the analysis of large text corpora, identifying patterns, structures, and features of discourse that may influence cognitive processing. These technologies can help model the complexity of discourse and its cognitive effects, from sentiment analysis to the identification of framing and persuasive strategies. Furthermore, computational models of cognition, such as connectionist networks and cognitive architectures, can simulate human cognitive processes in discourse comprehension and production. These models offer insights into the potential mechanisms of cognitive processing and the role of memory, attention, and inference in discourse. 3. Big data and social media analytics. The explosion of digital discourse, particularly on social media platforms, offers a rich dataset for cognitive discourse studies. Big data analytics and social media mining tools enable researchers to analyze discourse patterns, trends, and dynamics at an unprecedented scale. This approach can uncover the cognitive impact of discourse phenomena such as viral narratives, echo chambers, and misinformation spread. 4. Virtual reality and immersive technologies. Virtual reality (VR) and immersive technologies present new opportunities for studying discourse in controlled yet realistic settings. By immersing participants in simulated environments, researchers can investigate how contextual and environmental cues influence cognitive processing and discourse interaction in real time. VR also offers the potential to study the cognitive effects of multimodal and multimedia discourse in immersive contexts, providing a holistic view of discourse comprehension and engagement. 5. Ethical considerations and accessibility. As technologies advance, ethical considerations and the accessibility of research methodologies become increasingly important. Ensuring the privacy and consent of participants, especially in large-scale or online studies, and making advanced technologies accessible to a broader range of researchers are crucial challenges that need to be addressed. The integration of emerging technologies and methodologies in cognitive discourse analysis promises to deepen and broaden our understanding of the cognitive processes underlying discourse. By leveraging these advancements, future research can offer richer, more nuanced insights into how discourse shapes and is shaped by human cognition, with implications for education, communication, and beyond. As the field continues to evolve, interdisciplinary collaboration and ethical rigor will be key to unlocking the full potential of these technologies in advancing cognitive discourse studies. 2. Interdisciplinary perspectives and innovations. The future of cognitivism in discourse analysis is markedly interdisciplinary, with potential for significant enrichment through cross-disciplinary research. By integrating perspectives, theories, and methodologies from diverse fields, researchers can deepen their understanding of the cognitive aspects of discourse, uncovering how it is processed, produced, and interacts with broader social and cultural phenomena. This interdisciplinary approach not only broadens the scope of cognitivism within discourse analysis but also introduces innovative ways to address complex questions at the intersection of language, mind, and society. Here, we explore key areas where interdisciplinary perspectives and innovations hold promise for advancing cognitivism in discourse analysis. 1. Integration with social sciences and humanities. Sociolinguistics and anthropology. These disciplines offer insights into how discourse reflects and shapes social identities, cultural norms, and power dynamics. By integrating sociolinguistic and anthropological perspectives, cognitive discourse analysis can explore how cognitive processes like categorization and stereotyping are influenced by social context and cultural background. Psychology and neuroscience. Collaborations with psychology and neuroscience can enhance understanding of the neural mechanisms underlying discourse processing and the psychological effects of discourse on attitudes, emotions, and behavior. This can involve applying neuroimaging techniques to study the brain's response to different types of discourse or exploring psychological theories of persuasion and attitude change. Philosophy. Philosophical analyses of language, consciousness, and epistemology can provide a theoretical foundation for examining the assumptions underlying cognitive models of discourse. This collaboration can stimulate critical reflection on concepts like meaning, interpretation, and the nature of cognitive representation. 2. Leveraging advances in technology and data science. Computational linguistics and artificial intelligence (AI). The application of AI and machine learning models in analyzing large datasets of discourse can uncover patterns and structures that are not immediately apparent. Computational techniques can automate the identification of cognitive strategies in discourse, such as framing, metaphor, and narrative structures, facilitating large-scale analysis. Big data analytics. The vast amounts of data generated in digital communication platforms present opportunities and challenges for cognitive discourse analysis. Big data analytics can help researchers handle the scale and complexity of online discourse, revealing insights into public opinion dynamics, information spread, and the cognitive effects of digital media. 3. Educational research and pedagogy. Integrating educational research and pedagogy with cognitive discourse analysis can improve understanding of how cognitive processes influence learning through discourse. This includes examining the cognitive aspects of classroom interaction, the the design of educational materials, and the development of critical literacy skills. 4. Health communication. Collaboration with health sciences can explore how cognitive processes affect the communication and reception of health-related information. This involves analyzing the cognitive impact of medical narratives, public health campaigns, and patient-provider interactions, with implications for improving health literacy and outcomes. 5. Environmental discourse. Interdisciplinary research involving environmental science, policy studies, and cognitivism can shed light on the cognitive aspects of environmental discourse. This includes understanding how cognitive framing and environmental narratives influence public perception of and responses to climate change and environmental issues. 6. Ethical and accessible research practices. As cognitivism and discourse analysis embraces interdisciplinary approaches, ensuring ethical research practices and accessibility of findings becomes paramount. This involves addressing data privacy concerns, especially in online research, and making interdisciplinary research accessible to non-specialists through clear communication and public engagement. The potential for cross-disciplinary research to enrich cognitivism in discourse analysis is vast. By embracing interdisciplinary perspectives and innovations, the field can advance a more holistic understanding of discourse as a cognitive, social, and cultural phenomenon. This approach not only broadens the analytical toolkit available to researchers but also opens up new avenues for exploring the complex ways in which language and cognition interact with the world. 3. Ethical considerations and social implications. As cognitivism and discourse analysis continues to evolve, ethical considerations and social implications become increasingly prominent. Researching cognition in discourse not only uncovers how individuals process, produce, and understand language, but it also has profound implications for broader social issues such as privacy, consent, bias, and the potential for manipulation. Ethical research practices must therefore be a cornerstone of cognitive discourse analysis, ensuring that studies are conducted responsibly and with an awareness of their impact on individuals and society. Here, we delve into the ethical dimensions of researching cognition in discourse and its potential societal impacts. 1. Privacy and consent in digital discourse analysis. With the growth of digital platforms as sites for collecting discourse data, privacy and consent emerge as critical ethical concerns. Researchers must navigate the delicate balance between accessing publicly available online discourse for analysis and respecting individuals' privacy expectations. This includes considerations for anonymizing data and obtaining consent when analyzing discourse from platforms where users might not reasonably expect their communications to be subject to research. 2. Bias and representation. Cognitive discourse analysis must also confront issues of bias and representation in both the selection of discourse materials for study and the interpretation of data. This involves ensuring that the discourse analyzed does not disproportionately represent or exclude certain groups, perspectives, or contexts. Additionally, researchers must be vigilant about their own cognitive biases potentially influencing the analysis and interpretation of discourse, striving for objectivity and reflexivity in their methodologies. 3. Impact on public discourse and democracy. Research into the cognitive aspects of discourse, particularly in political communication, carries significant implications for public discourse and democracy. Understanding how certain narrative techniques or rhetorical strategies affect cognitive processing can inform more ethical communication practices. However, there is also the potential for misuse, where insights into cognition are employed to manipulate public opinion or undermine democratic debate. Ethical research in cognitivism and discourse analysis should thus be mindful of these dual potentials, advocating for the responsible use of research findings. 4. Ethical use of emerging technologies. The application of neuroimaging, biometrics, and artificial intelligence in cognitive discourse analysis introduces new ethical considerations. For instance, Neuroimaging studies that seek to understand how political or ideological discourse is processed in the brain must consider the implications of such findings for notions of agency, autonomy, and the potential stigmatization of certain ways of thinking. As technology advances, ethical guidelines for its use in research must be continually updated and refined. 5. Accessibility and inclusivity. Ensuring that research in cognitivism and discourse analysis is accessible and inclusive is another important ethical consideration. This includes making research findings understandable and relevant to non-academic audiences, involving diverse populations in research studies, and considering the global applicability of research findings, particularly when drawing from cognitive theories developed within specific cultural contexts. 6. Fostering ethical discourse practices. Finally, cognitive discourse analysis has a role in fostering ethical discourse practices within society. By highlighting how discourse can influence cognition and behavior, researchers can contribute to the development of guidelines and standards for ethical communication across various domains, including politics, media, and education. The ethical dimensions of researching cognition in discourse are complex and multifaceted, encompassing concerns about privacy, bias, societal impact, and the responsible use of technology. As the field progresses, it is imperative that these ethical considerations guide research practices, ensuring that the exploration of cognition in discourse contributes positively to our understanding of human communication and its role in society. Conclusion. The exploration of cognition in discourse analysis, enriched by advancements in technology, interdisciplinary innovation, and a commitment to ethical research practices, holds immense potential for deepening our understanding of human communication. The integration of neuroimaging, biometrics, computational models, and big data analytics into cognitive discourse studies promises to unravel the complex neural and cognitive processes underpinning discourse. These technological advancements, coupled with interdisciplinary perspectives from psychology, linguistics, sociology, and beyond, pave the way for a more nuanced analysis of how discourse shapes and is shaped by cognitive structures and social contexts. As we venture into this future, ethical considerations and social implications remain at the forefront. The ethical use of emerging technologies, the safeguarding of privacy and consent, the mitigation of bias, and the promotion of inclusivity and accessibility are critical to ensuring that cognitive discourse analysis contributes positively to our collective understanding of communication's role in society. By addressing these ethical dimensions, researchers can navigate the delicate balance between advancing knowledge and respecting the individuals and communities at the heart of their studies. In conclusion, the future of cognitivism and discourse analysis is marked by exciting opportunities for discovery and innovation. Through the synergy of technology, interdisciplinary collaboration, and ethical vigilance, researchers are poised to offer groundbreaking insights into the cognitive mechanisms of discourse, enhancing our ability to communicate, educate, and engage in democratic society. As this field evolves, it will undoubtedly continue to illuminate the intricate dance between language, mind, and culture, enriching our comprehension of the cognitive underpinnings of discourse and their implications for human interaction and societal advancement. Frequently asked questions. How are advancements in technology reshaping cognitive discourse analysis? Emerging technologies like neuroimaging, computational models, and big data analytics are significantly enhancing our ability to study the cognitive processes underlying discourse. These advancements offer deeper, more precise insights into how discourse influences and is influenced by cognitive functions, allowing for a broader understanding of the neural and computational mechanisms at play. Can technology help understand the emotional impact of discourse? Yes. Technology such as biometric measures and neuroimaging can provide real-time data on cognitive and affective responses to discourse, offering insights into engagement, attention, and emotional impact. This enables a more nuanced analysis of how discourse can influence emotions and, by extension, beliefs and behaviors. Why is an interdisciplinary approach important in cognitive discourse analysis? Interdisciplinary research enriches cognitive discourse analysis by integrating diverse perspectives and methodologies, deepening our understanding of discourse as a complex cognitive, social, and cultural phenomenon. Collaborations across fields such as psychology, linguistics, sociology, and computer science introduce innovative methods and theories, broadening the scope of analysis. How can educational research benefit from cognitive discourse analysis? Cognitive discourse analysis can inform educational practices by revealing how cognitive processes influence learning through discourse. Analyzing educational materials and classroom interactions from a cognitive perspective helps in designing more effective learning experiences that align with students' cognitive development and learning schemas. What are the primary ethical concerns in cognitive discourse analysis? Key ethical concerns include ensuring privacy and consent, especially when analyzing online discourse, addressing bias and representation in research, considering the impact of findings on public discourse and democracy, and the ethical use of emerging technologies like neuroimaging and AI in research. How can cognitive discourse analysis contribute to ethical communication practices? By understanding the cognitive mechanisms through which discourse operates, researchers can contribute to developing guidelines and standards for ethical communication. This includes promoting transparency, fairness, and respect in political communication, media, and educational contexts, aiming to foster a more informed and respectful public discourse. What role does inclusivity play in cognitive discourse research? Inclusivity ensures that cognitive discourse research considers a wide range of perspectives and experiences, avoiding bias and promoting a comprehensive understanding of how diverse populations engage with and process discourse. It involves making research accessible and relevant to varied audiences and including diverse participant groups in studies.